What's up, you guys? I'm Shaney Washington, Creative Brand Strategist, and welcome back to Transformation Conversations, where I'm going to be answering questions about my six-figure entrepreneurial journey by answering questions out of this jar. And these questions are from clients and comments on social media around the entrepreneurial journey, right? And how to get to be consistent in making money and just getting to the next level in general. So I am a wine connoisseur. I love wine. Wine is one of my favorite love languages, and don't know if that's a thing, but I just made it a thing. And this is my liquid courage for today. So we are going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to pick a topic. Oh, let's see. All right. Let's see where we at. Ooh, good question. Okay, I'm struggling to make money consistently in my business. What advice do you have to start having a more predictable revenue stream? Love this question. And I do get this question frequently. So I'm going to say the number one thing is to figure out how to have retainer packages. Now, this is for my service-based businesses, right? Excuse me. So, and I'm going to get to the product people in a minute, but let's focus on service-based businesses right now. So if you can package up your services into a monthly or quarterly, semi-annual service that you can charge for, like, pick a number and then divide it into however many months, right? If you can do that, you can at least guarantee that your bills will be paid every month. And honestly, that was the hack to me starting my six-figure journey. And when I was able to leave my job, I left with two retainer contracts, and that's how I left. That's how I was able to still pay my bills. And at the end of my first year, I made about 60K. And I was like, shit, I almost made my salary. And I quit my job in March, the end of March. So that was from April to December, to the end of December. That wasn't even like a full year. So that was the cheat code. That was the hack for me, was that I identified a need, I identified a problem, and I identified how I can solve said problem on a consistent basis, like kind of like on a maintenance or performing that action multiple times. So this is supposed to be specifically about my journey. So I'll tell you. So when I left my job, it was literally at the beginning of the pandemic. We did not even realize yet really how serious this was going to be. And we damn sure didn't know that the world was about to shut down, right? So even though now I it's not really a service that I offer now, but I still do it for those clients. But anyway, let me get back to the story. Y'all find sometimes I'll go off on a tangent. Anyway, so before I left, I was able to secure those two clients on retainer. That service was live streaming church services. And that was a need that I did not even realize that was going to be a thing. And so COVID really created a shift, right? And a lot of things that we do now, even, I'm not going to say post-COVID, but post the height of COVID. And I was able to get in on that, and I'm so thankful to my clients for taking a chance on me, because they were my first 2 full-time clients. And I didn't have any references or anything like that, but I knew what I was talking about, and they took a chance on me. So how did I get these clients? I cold called them. I did. I identified the need, which was, man, churches are about to start shutting down. Literally, y'all are going to need some live streaming, right? That was it. Like that, it wasn't the whole pitch, but that was ultimately the outcome that I was selling, that I was pitching. And, some churches said no. And, and a few said yes to meetings, and I ended up landing 2 of them. But those 2 was the only 2 that I needed. And I was so confident in my decision in leaving my job, even before I had those 2 retainer clients. I was so confident that I could bring just as much value to my own clients that I brought to my company's clients. So with that confidence, that's why I was able to get out there and cold call. And I am an introvert. That shit was scary. Like, I was literally fucking hyperventilating, like walking around my office. And I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to say. And if they say no, then I'm going to try to overcome the objection. I was going back to my sales days. And I was like, girl, you got this. And I literally had a come into Jesus meeting with myself. And I was like, girl, you've done sales before. You've been told no before. You got this. And the worst that could happen is that they just say no, that they're not interested. Boom. So that's what I did. So that's how I was able to land the 2 clients. So now this was most impactful for my business, because I was able to pay my bills. Like, these churches are still my clients today. And honestly, other things grew out of this live streaming service. Like, I was able to start a whole nother sector in my business around funerals. The last thing I ever thought out that I would be able to do. Wasn't even on my radar, but I was able to do that. So, okay, reeling it back in. So, retainers is the cheat code. It was a cheat code for me. All right, so for my entrepreneurs that sell products, I strongly recommend that if you have a product that can come in kind of a variety, or even if it's not a variety, if it's something that people will run out of and they want to restock, make a subscription. Make a box subscription. Make a subscription program where they automatically will get new products sent to them every month, every quarter, whatever. It's money in the subscriptions. It's money in the retainers. It's money in those things because, one, people want convenience. Y'all, anything that can be automated in your business, especially your revenue, you want to incorporate those things into your business. And I'm telling you, it creates such a predictable model, like a forecasting model for what you need to do. So basically, not all of your clients may be retainer clients, right? Or you may not just have subscription clients. You may have those one-off clients. Well, you know what? I consider them to be lanyard, to be extra, as to, okay, this is my base. So I know for sure that I'm going to bring in at least, let's say, 8,000. I'm going to bring in 8K with my retainer clients. So no matter if I didn't make any other money this month, I know that I'm going to have 8K coming to me, right? But if my goal is to make 10K, had to have 10K months, then that means I know I need to go out and hustle up more, like, you know, maybe 1 or 2 clients to help me get that extra 2K to reach my goal for the month. And that means that, oh shit, I only have to go get 2 clients, right? Versus you hustling to get new clients every single month to meet your goal. And that's hard, y'all. It's hard. And the fact that you still have to do the work, that you still have to, you know, make the product, or, you know, whatever your business is, you will be, I'm not going to say stress-free, but you will be in a much more comfortable position in your entrepreneurial journey if you had those things automated. Also, to my fellow creatives out there, especially designers, there are so many subscription models popping up everywhere for websites, for graphics, literally for everything. I've seen some agencies that literally have, it is basically a retainer, but it's like unlimited designs for $3,000 a month or $5,000 a month. Unlimited design work. Now, quite frankly, I don't think I have the capacity to do that particular model. And plus, I don't think that a lot of my current client base would be able to afford that, to be honest. Not every month, you know. Now if they can if they could pay $3K and get unlimited graphics for 3 months, you know, then maybe they will find more value in that. But that's just my particular audience. Now, for me, myself, on the design side, I created a subscription or membership program called Content to Design. And it's basically where entrepreneurs, busy entrepreneurs, can create their social media template library that with templates that's already branded for their business. Now, I started that, and honestly, it's going really, really well. And I had to hire another designer to help me get the graphics out. And it was, I'm not going to say it was easy to put together, because I had to think about the logistics and how things were going to be delivered and things like that. I had to think it through. But I identified a need and I went forward with it, and I just launched it. That's it. I didn't have no big fancy launch. I launched it to my list. I launched it to my Instagram following. I launched it to my TikTok following. And I'm not some big, huge influencer or whatever, but I was still able to get people to sign up. Like the day I launched, that whole week I had people signing up and DMing me and asking me questions about the program. So you just have to figure out what are the biggest needs and where can you service them? How can you provide the solution, right? And how can I do it on a monthly basis? How can I make myself needed on a monthly basis? And that's pretty much it, y'all. I know that there's probably other things too, but I'm committed to not giving y'all fluff. Like that, I truly believe that that was the biggest impact on my business, was having retainers. And that made life a little easier as far as predicting how much work I needed to go out and get. So, with that being said, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Shaney Washington, Creative Brand Strategist. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the things. TikTok is Shaney J. Washington. And I will see you next time on Transformation Conversations.